All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Market Trading. I am your host, Tone Vays. All right. Just checking all my tech. Ironically, with a compromised machine that I have not yet reset the factory settings, but I will today. We are finally starting an episode without any technical issues. So everything should be good. Video quality. I should have my laptop hacked more often, I guess. Everything should be good. Audio, video. We are set. The rest of my day today will be spent factory resetting my laptop. I don't think anything else has been compromised. It's still tricky and somewhat dangerous what I'm doing now by doing the stream, but I didn't do one yesterday. I didn't do one over the weekend. So I'm going to do a stream today, take my chances, connected my computer back online. For those that don't know, on Friday, right after my stream, I went out to the store, and then I came back from the store, and literally someone was remote using my laptop. Like all these windows were open, and someone took remote access of my laptop while I was away. And this was in Panama. I was on a VPN. I'm on a VPN more than 50% of the time, and I have no idea what happened. But I think I got to it the moment it started. I immediately disconnected my laptop. I, did a system restore. I did a bunch of stuff. But there's one thing left to do, which is to factory reset my laptop, because I don't want to sell this $4,000 computer. I don't want to throw it in the garbage. So I'm going to factory reset it. I already backed up everything offline on a brand new. I needed to buy a brand new storage device. I didn't know if it was, maybe it got in through my USB thumb drive. I don't know. Why on earth would I ever have any coins on my laptop? No. No Bitcoin was ever in jeopardy. That was never. The most important thing was Seifu, as what's his name likes to say. Oh man, CZ. All right. Anyway, let's go on with the charts. All right, so this is our long-term chart. I went back to monthly. The weekly just looks so much better. I don't know. I think the weekly looks better on this long-term look. I don't know why, even though these lines are kind of monthly, but nothing's changed. I still think that we're going to follow this purple path, and we're not going to get to 60,000 anytime soon. But eventually, we will go up exponentially. If I have any moderators, I see Mel. I see It's Hard. Throw some questions in the live chat. One second. Yeah, we can talk about Bitcoin fees. This is where, guys, we discussed all of this. I know it's hard to go back and rewatch our news show, but the reason why I don't really talk about Bitcoin anymore is because there's nothing new I can say. Everything I've said about Bitcoin, I said 5 years ago. Nothing has changed. It's all the same. It's all the same shit. It's just a rerun across the board on everything. it really is just a rerun. Hold on one second. That was weird. Okay. It's just a rerun, but I'll explain. Don't panic over fees. Don't panic over ordinals. Don't panic over BRC20 or whatever the hell it is. Panic if you have money in a small bank. Then you should panic. Don't panic about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is doing just fine. If you have money at a regional bank, you may want to panic. Just saying. Okay, weekly chart. Weekly chart looks a little bit troubling. I don't like this. I don't like this pattern. Very, very likely we are going to break that lucid SAR next week unless we have miraculous recovery, which is possible, of course. But I don't like this pattern. This pattern is telling me that we have a very high probability of coming down to that $26,000 range on a weekly scale chart. What is this green line? I don't need this green line. So, as you guys know I haven't done a video in about 4 days, and this is a brand new candle. But according to the rules, you guys know the rules. When this candle started trading below the moving average, when this candle started trading below $28,000, it was time to lower our bullish position. Okay, so I am gonna go ahead and do that. Right here, the moment we start trading below that moving average, it used to be 28,200, but now, because of the way the moving average is played out, it was lower, because on this candle, the intermediate moving average was rising, and the price was a little bit below it at the end of the candle. We held out. Not this time. This time, the moment the price of Bitcoin falls below $28,500, what happens in that scenario? Let's remove the price of Bitcoin for a minute. The moment this happens, right here, we have, I can now delete this line, it's no longer relevant. We have the short-term moving average below the intermediate-term moving average. They are both declining, and the price is below both of them. That creates a much lower allocation. This needs to be at least 80, if not 75. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at 80% bullish, but I am very close to pushing this to 60% bullish as well. Okay, hold on one second. I had to sneeze there. All right. So we can see that without the price, we have the moving average dropping below another one, and they're both declining, and the price is below both of them. That warrants an 80% bullish allocation. Now, if we fall, if we make new lows, I will drop this down to 60. But I tell you what, as long as the long-term moving average is rising, and as long as the price is above the long-term moving average, I will remain bullish in this environment with at least a 40% bullish allocation. Okay, at least a 40%, if not 50. Everything falls apart when the long term is declining and the price is below it. But that is not our case here. So as long as we're staying above 26,000, I don't have much concern. However, if the end of today's candle remains very, very weak, it's time to remove another 20% off the price of Bitcoin. Okay, for now, as of right here, that's when the 80% barrier comes in. I know I'm putting it in retroactively by a couple of days, but I have stated this many, many times that that's what I would be doing. I just haven't been streaming due to reasons that you all now know. People in El Salvador are mostly using the Lightning Network, so the answer is yes, they can. Okay, before I go on to the daily chart, I never promote the affiliate page anymore. The only affiliates here that actually, make me a little bit of change for some dinners are the Trading View, but you do need to sign up with a brand new account and a brand new email, and TourGuard. TourGuard is a VPN service. I like this VPN service. I use it along my Proton Mail VPN, which comes with my paid email account. TourGuard's super cheap, and you get a 50% discount by using my affiliate link. Unconfiscatable. This is the Bitcoin conference. I know you guys love to ask me Bitcoin questions, but this is where the experts come to answer these questions. We are going to be talking ordinals at the conference. We're going to be talking about all the stuff that's happened to Bitcoin in a year and a half since the last conference. Come and join us in Las Vegas. It's an amazing event. Unconfiscatable. Oh, sorry, that was unconfiscatable. Financial Summit is coming to the UAE. You're seeing pictures of Dubai and other places. Okay, daily chart. Daily chart looks bad. Now, another reason to consider going into this 80% right here below $28,500 is that on a daily chart right here at the same exact time, below $28,500, we had a red star candle, and we finally broke the 50-period moving average. We flirted with breaking it back in April. We flirted with breaking it on May 1st, and now we finally broke it with a red star candle. That is bad. This green candle can now be deleted. This green arrow can now be deleted. It lasted while as long as it could. I was certainly very bullish right here at the top a few candles ago. And now, I do think the next level of support is down in the $25,000 area. Based on this daily chart, there's absolutely no support at 26,000. Nothing. So all we have is this red arrow, and next level of support is at the 128-day moving average, which is one of my favorite moving averages on a daily chart, which should be higher by then. So around, yeah, it could be at 26,000 by the time we get there. Also an MRI. I'm going to actually make this certain number of candles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right there. So I would love to see it fall into this area for a beautiful MRI buy right at the 128-day moving average. I am now bearish on a daily time frame. And if I was a trader using the daily time frame of Bitcoin, I think shorting is the higher probability trade at the moment on Bitcoin. GBTC will do what it does. Needs to go up in order to erase this discount. Oil. Oh, look at oil. Okay, let's go to this. Did the US government tell us how much they siphoned off last week from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve? Do we have the answer? We do not. We still do not have the answer. We will have to keep waiting until the government decides to update this data. The monthly data has not been updated. Oh, they did. They updated the February data, right? But we knew the February wouldn't change. So now we have to wait till the end of this month in order to get the next set of data. But I'm not sure why they're waiting on right here. I don't get it. I don't get it. We need the next piece of data real soon. All right, can my moderators throw in the super chats and maybe some other good questions? I saw something about PayPal. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Mel. There is a Q&A group. Are you in the Q&A group, Mel? Mel, you are in the Q&A group. Okay, cool. All right, that should have been oil. What about natural gas? Well, natural gas avoided a total disaster. Wow, look at that. Bounced right off this line again. And once again, that's why we have these two arrows here. This red arrow is what happens when we fully break that line. And we're in this consolidation range. Until we break out of this consolidation range, people should stay neutral on natural gas. But look at the moving averages. The moving averages are starting to roll over. That's a good sign. So natural gas could really break out soon. Gold. Gold is about to close at a brand new all-time high. That is my all-time high line. And we're just a few dollars shy of the all-time swing high. As you guys know, I am bullish on gold, just like I am bullish on Bitcoin. But people seem to be scared of Bitcoin. Maybe it's the high fees. I don't know. Once again, the S&P chart is flirting with disaster. We are on this very critical moving average line. I am still bullish on the S&P, even though there is some banking crisis going on. Oil will go up because of fires in Canada. Canada is burning its own country down with their re-election of Justin Trudeau, Castro's son. So when you elect a communist, when you elect the son of a communist who's a bigger communist, you get what you deserve. So I'm not surprised that Canada's burning down, literally and figuratively, apparently. Well, figuratively and literally, apparently. I really don't think about silver. I think about silver about as much as I think about Ethereum, guys. It is a shitcoin of the precious metals world, and I don't invest in silver. In fact, I sold my silver. I really don't want to chart meme coins, whether it's SpongeBob or Rogan coin or any other nonsense. Guys, there have been rumors that JP Morgan are in a huge short on gold and silver since the actual JP Morgan, who I think died in like 1916, okay? The bullshit surrounding the short positions of big banks on gold and silver have been around long before I was born. And the less you pay attention to them, the better your trading career will progress. Apple is on a weekly MRI sell, so everyone should know what to do. Correlation between Bitcoin and gold. Bitcoin dropped hard yesterday while the S&P was neutral. Bitcoin could be the leader here for a little bit, and S&P is dropping today. All right, everyone's asking about stocks. That's good. NVIDIA. Oh, I didn't mean to change that. Shit, how do I go back to my prior ticker? Fuck me. Which ticker did we have here? I always struggle to get the proper S&P. I need a futures. I need an S&P future that updates in real time that I don't have to pay for. I don't remember what it was, guys. Damn it. Was it this? I hope it was this. I need something that trades 24/7 with no gaps. Yeah, I think that's it. NVIDIA. One is earnings. Earnings was in March. NVIDIA looks super strong. I like it. It's bullish. Broke the prior swing high. It's a little overextended, but I'm bullish right now on NVIDIA. Well, okay, what's next? In honor of Vegas, here's a great REIT, VICI. I don't really care much for REITs. I don't think that's a REIT. I think that's a stock. I think that's a company. Looks bullish. Looks very bullish. Looks great. Looks very bullish to me. Next. CBTTF. This looks terrible. What is this? Are they a real mining company? They're on OTC. I wouldn't trust this. I mean, the stock did go from 2 cents to 9 cents. That's a good return. I wouldn't trust this. I wouldn't trust this. Bitfarms. You guys know what my favorite one is. Let's see. Are we going to get a chance to buy Bitfarms again at a low price? It's not dropping all that much. Should have got it right. Should have got back in right here. I did not. Because I didn't want to get into earnings, even though I expected them to do well. I'd like to buy it again under $1. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. What other stocks were there to look at? Hi, Tone. Can you look at Bitcoin mining company long term? I put some of my ATLX profits into this one. I don't know. I wouldn't trust that one. That one's weird. I would go again if I was putting money into a miner, it would be Bitfarms. But that's me. That's what I would do. Doesn't mean that's what you need to do. PayPal, right? PayPal. Probably bad earnings. Probably bad earnings. Yeah, it's bad earnings. Bad earnings. I mean, I used to trade earnings day. Yeah, it's bad earnings. I wouldn't touch it right now. They had an earnings beat. They beat on earnings. They beat on revenue. So they said something. It was part of the earnings call. I don't know. Maybe they said they're losing market share to Bitcoin. I don't know. to people using Bitcoin. I don't know. They said something. They said something in that earnings call, in that earnings report, said something that people didn't like. When earnings beat, but stock crashes like that, there's serious underlying problems. I would stay away from PayPal. And from a TA perspective on a weekly scale, PayPal is about to close at a significant low. Like, I don't know what the hell PayPal's doing, but they're doing something wrong. PayPal is down from the all-time high on an MRI top. Look at this weekly MRI top. It couldn't be any more perfect right here in July of 2021. I don't think the market stopped in July. So it's been a disaster for PayPal, and it's about to get worse. Would I short it here? Maybe, because it still has room to the downside. Even though it already fell, like, this is the difference, right? If a $20 stock falls to 15, it's too late for me to short it. But when a $300 stock falls to 66, it's not too late to short it. There's still room to the downside. After a massive consolidation, there might be a shorting opportunity here. It just broke very critical support, and we knew it had a high probability of breaking support because it already hit it twice and magically bounced off, and now it's in trouble. That's a nasty descending triangle. You have an utter disaster in PayPal chart. It is breaking down. Like, this is a beautiful, beautiful shorting opportunity. It's a little scary considering it has already fallen like 85%, but that doesn't matter. People need to learn that it doesn't matter. Just because a coin has landed tails 18 times in a row, the chances that it will land tails again on the next shot is still 50-50. This is terrible. Disastrous chart. It's got another 50% down move to go. %, that's the target. Very basic technical analysis. Disaster. I hope they go out of business. I really do. Okay, any other stocks before we talk about like the Bitcoin stuff? Do you think Taproot was a good idea? Yeah, I still think Taproot was a good idea, but it's a good lesson. It's a good lesson to all those core developers that want to update more shit. I'm going to keep quoting Mr. Hodel, one of my favorite tweets of all time, where he just like replied to one of the core devs, "Stop fucking with my money." I got to find that tweet. Thoughts on Meta? Probably doing well, right? Yeah, it's doing well. By the way, I can't stand WhatsApp. It sucks that I have to use WhatsApp because people are just stupid. And mostly it's like foreign people in foreign countries that refuse to use something like Telegram, which is a lot safer and a lot better encrypted than WhatsApp. I've never trusted WhatsApp. Just want to state that for the record. I have never trusted WhatsApp, and it looks like it's completely compromised from some of the tweets, including Elon Musk. And I knew that. Like the day the day Facebook bought WhatsApp, I knew it was going to be, and it is completely compromised on multiple fronts. I'm just not going to get into how and why, but it completely is. The encryption that they claim it has is bullshit. It's complete and utter bullshit. It's not real. Guys, we already looked at NVIDIA. I'm bullish on NVIDIA. You're late. Robert, you're late. Thoughts on rumor JP Morgan is short gold. Guys, I addressed this as well. Sorry, you're late. The rumors that JP Morgan has a huge short position on gold and silver have been around since before I was born. Stop listening to nonsense and stupidity and insanity. ENVX, why does that sound familiar? I think I used to trade this for earnings back in the day. No, maybe not. No, I didn't, because it clearly is a new stock. The ticker sounds so familiar. Must have been a very similar ticker. Well, MRI is looking good. Perfect buy call back in January. Perfect sell call back in March. And it looks bullish to me. It looks bullish to me. Do you think privacy needs to be on the main chain of Bitcoin? My opinion on this matter is completely irrelevant. Tone, do you think people should be living on Mars? My opinion on this matter is irrelevant because technologically, we cannot make it to Mars. And we can debate all day long whether we should or should not live on Mars. You asking me, do you think privacy needs to be on-chain Bitcoin? We can debate it all day long. I will tell you that privacy on-chain is not necessary. But the point is, we cannot get privacy on main chain Bitcoin. So debating privacy on Bitcoin's main chain is equivalent to you and I debating whether we should or should not be living on Mars. It is a silly argument that is because in our lifetime, we will not be living on Mars. Like when something is an impossibility, there's no reason to debate it. And the fact that people don't understand why on-chain privacy for Bitcoin is actually impossible just makes those people sound irrational and a little bit illiterate when you can't figure out, like, look, I was illiterate as well. Back in 2016, I thought we could get, scaling on-chain and we can raise the block. And I thought that maybe we could get privacy on-chain Bitcoin. But then I got smarter. And by the middle of 2017, I understood why there will never be privacy on-chain Bitcoin. And there will never be a 2 megabyte block size on on-chain Bitcoin. But other people still have not figured out why that can't happen. So they continue to try to have these dumb arguments of whether it should or shouldn't. Guys, we can't even bring the Concorde back. We're not going to have bases on Mars in our lifetime. We still can't get a self-driving car. Come on. We're not going to have bases on Mars. Silly. Can barely land a rover there. Okay, are we done with stocks? Do we need to go look at shitcoins now? Oil reserves. I already looked at it. There's nothing there. Nothing there. Guys, when you join late, you should try to catch up on 2x. You should ask Swan the IRA questions. I'm not an IRA expert. Okay, I think we're done with stocks. Gonna scroll up the live chat. CLSK. I hope that's a stock. Clean Spark. I'm not sure what they do, but they're doing good. I'm bullish. Looks like the chart of natural gas. So I'm assuming this is a natural gas play. And it looks great. Moving averages are about to cross. We're in bullish territory. There is an MRI buy on a weekly scale coming up in a few weeks. So it's probably not going to go very far. I would wait for a pullback and then potentially go long off the pullback. So I am bullish on this name. Looks good. Okay, we can look at a couple of meme stocks, GME and AMC. GME is going to go back to the price it belongs, like $2. This is a very bearish chart to me, and I would not touch this. AMC. AMC is consolidating. It's a $5 stock. I wouldn't touch it either. Okay, is RUM a shitcoin or a stock? Rumble. Oh, I didn't know Rumble was publicly traded. Oh, I am bullish on Rumble from a fundamental perspective. Already looked at Bitfarms. Oh, this looks great. I need to switch to Rumble. I'm tired of YouTube. I'm tired of YouTube and their censorship. I need to switch to Rumble. Open text, never heard of it. I don't know what that means. Looks great. Looks very bullish. I actually didn't know Rumble was a publicly traded company. I had no idea. I didn't know they IPO'd. I did not know they IPO'd. They IPO'd or it was like a SPAC? This is weird. If that was an IPO, they didn't drop much. Yeah, it's a weird. It's a weird IPO. I don't know. I've never seen an IPO like that before. It's like an IPO, but nobody knew that it IPO'd for like 9 months. 6 months. I have no idea. Okay, shitcoins. Quick look at shitcoins. Nope, those are sectors. Ethereum should probably be at the top, not Doge. I don't know why that happened. Ethereum. Well, Ethereum is doing what I expected it to do, consolidating in this zone, and then shit the bed later. Doge. Oh, that's nasty. Horrible looking chart. It is coming up on its long-term moving average, but unless Elon pumps it, it's not going anywhere. Here's your privacy token. It is going to go to zero. Monero is going to go to zero eventually versus Bitcoin. Somebody asked Litecoin. Litecoin is going to go to zero as well. Here's the halving. We'll adjust it as time comes. Litecoin is in trouble. It's in big trouble. Binance token. I think Binance token is also in trouble. Let's see where that goes. All right. Any other shitcoins? Cardano and their 18 gazillion trillion billion coins, most of which owned by one person. That's also going to go to zero versus Bitcoin. I had chain link here somewhere. Thought that scam would die by now. Oh, here it comes. It's about to break a very critical support. And then down we go. Down we go. Solana, is that still alive? Remember how it was going to take over the universe? Yeah, that's not going to happen. I don't even think I have a chart of the XRP unregistered security. Pepe. Is this the same Pepe from 2015? Or is it a new Pepe? Like, I want to use like Poloniex or something. But it's got to be versus Bitcoin though, no? Like, why are we looking at Pepe USDT? Shouldn't it be Pepe BTC? But then nobody has that. Well, BitCat hasn't been around long enough. So I'll try Binance, but Pepe's been around longer than Binance. So what are we using here? Like, what exchange do we use? Poloniex. It's got to be Poloniex. Well, no, they don't have a history. So is it a new? Is it new? Guys, please stay away from the shitcoins. It's a new Pepe. Oh, so it's a new scam. Pepe is new, not Pepe Cash. Okay, so I have nothing to look at then. It's new. What am I going to look at? Like, what am I looking at here? 2 weeks of data? Come on. Don't be silly. There's nothing to look at. Like on Poloniex, it goes back further. Like on Poloniex, it goes back to April. And what a surprise, it popped on an MRI sell. Tops right there. Tops right there on a daily MRI sell. There's just nothing to look at, guys. I'm sorry. Silly. It probably made its all-time high ever. Like, it's stupid. What was the other stupid one? Rogan? Rogan coin? I was hanging out with some people. They couldn't shut up about it. Like, what? I don't even know what the ticker is. I can't even find it. It only made 10,000x for the creator of the token. That's kind of how they work. So what's TRT? I don't know what that is. All right, enough shitcoins. Man, I was so disappointed that the Lakers won last night. I saw the end of that game. That sucked. I'm not a LeBron fan. All right. 1 second. All right, guys, I'm back. Okay, so I don't have anything else. I don't have anything else to look at, so we're probably gonna end the stream here. But don't talk about Bitcoin. Okay, the mempool. The mempool is full. It's a combination of ordinals, some other stupidity called BRC20, and a lot of people withdrawing their tokens from Binance this week because they're gonna go KYC. Not Binance, sorry, not Binance. Bybit. Bybit is going KYC, so people are withdrawing. So people are stupid to use on-chain Bitcoin for BRC20 and for ordinals. This kind of stuff needs to be done on the liquid sidechain. There is a liquid sidechain that is literally designed for you to put your nonsense on top of it. And those that are not using the liquid sidechain just don't understand how on-chain Bitcoin works. Now, the good news is that miners are making money. So good for them. Like, these are not problems for Bitcoin. Yes, transactions are expensive, so start using Lightning. Start using Lightning. More miners are going to come online. Hackers were looking for my tequila ranking. Yeah, maybe. These are not problems. Yes, the fees are high. So use Lightning if you need to make a Bitcoin transaction. And if you are making ordinals, or if you are using a BRC20 structure, start learning what the liquid sidechain does. No, I'm not 50-50 anymore. I'm now squarely leaning towards getting nowhere near 50,000 before the halving. Like the ordinal stuff where you stick all this, stuff into a Satoshi transaction, you don't actually own that Satoshi. So you don't have possession. You don't own that ordinal. You don't own that NFT. That's not how it works. what do I think about the rejection we got on Bitcoin from the lows of Jan? I don't understand what that means. If we're talking 2021, I got to go to a weekly chart. January 21. But that was at 37,000. The rejection was at 37,000. I see absolutely no connection here, none whatsoever. What is an ordinal? I don't know, stupid shit that people want to put on the Bitcoin blockchain. There's the official definition. All right, guys. On this note, I'm gonna get going. Got a bunch of stuff I need to do, including resetting my computer to factory setting. So check out Unconfiscatable. We're going to be talking Nostr. We're going to be talking Lightning. We're going to be talking investing. See that Lightning sign right there? That's both Lightning and investing in Lightning. And we're going to talk ordinals, and we're going to talk BRC20s. They're going to be probably more popular. Hopefully, I mean, Adam Bach is supposed to be there. He did commit to be a speaker. And we can talk about Liquid and how you can do all that stupidity on top of Liquid. How come no more talks with Jimmy Song? We both just moved on. We got bored. We got tired. Guys, people are, I can only say the same exact thing for so many years. Oh, I'm off to Japan. I'm not going to be in Miami. Everyone that keeps asking me to meet up in Miami, in like 10 days. I'm not going to be in Miami. I am going to be in Japan. I'm not going to Bitcoin Miami. Web3 Tokyo. I will be in Tokyo. If you want to come to Tokyo, instead of, no, that's not it. If you want to come to Tokyo, hold on, I'm Googling for it. Here. This is where I will be during Miami. I'm go to where I'm wanted as a speaker. And Miami didn't want me as a speaker, but Tokyo did. So I will be in Tokyo during the Miami conference speaking to people in Japan. I've never been to Japan, and I really want to go. Oh, one last thing, because I've been so busy with my actual like hack of my laptop, I never got a chance to talk about this. This is Gonzalo Lira, who is an American citizen and a Chilean citizen living in Ukraine, but critical of the war in Ukraine. And he has just been, arrested by the Ukrainian secret police. And this is not okay. Everyone says this is what Russia does, except Russia doesn't actually do this, but Ukraine does. So I have not tweeted about this yet, but I just have not had the time because, again, I didn't have access to my laptop. But here's a great video from an incredible channel, Brian Beletic's channel, The New Atlas. I strongly recommend everyone subscribe, and I strongly recommend you watch this video by Brian. He is an American weapons expert living in Asia, and he does updates on the Russia-Ukraine conflict. And he did a whole video about Gonzalo Lira, and he was already arrested once by the secret police. They let him go. And this time he was arrested again, and no one knows if he's alive or dead. I don't know why he stayed in Ukraine. If I was Gonzalo, I would have left immediately. US citizen, I would have got the hell out of Ukraine immediately before he got arrested the first time. But he's sticking to his principles, and he remains critical of the conflict. And he's been arrested for speaking the truth, basically. Been arrested for speaking the truth. And trust me, of all the places you don't want to get arrested in is Ukraine. All right, guys, on this note, I'm going to get going. I will talk to you all on the next one. Don't forget to check out Unconfiscatable, where your Bitcoin questions will be answered by real experts. Bye, guys.